What is going on, everyone? Matthew97657 here, and today we are back with yet another figure unboxing and review. And so with that, this is actually going to be a duo review, a very rare occurrence here on the channel, but this is going to be the retro color versions of Jet, Jaguar, and Megalon from the limited movie monster series line. And so yeah, nothing more to it than to get on right on into it. And if you did watch the last video, it is a continuation of the order from the Shin Godzilla that I did order. So I mean, I already have the box open. I'm not going to really like fake an opening. But alas, right, we're going to continue on. And like I showed then, I still have them in the box here. So let us go ahead and take them out one by one. Starting off with Megalon and then Jet Jaguar as well. So thank you, box, for all your contributions. Thank you once again. And so, yes, so we're going to go ahead and get on into this. And so, yeah, the Godzilla store, they did throw in a little cool little package thing. So they gave you this little art board that is very nice of the 73 suit. Very, very cool. And then they gave you a little mini -1 mini poster. And then they also gave you a Godzilla heart sticker. So I want to say that comes with every order. So Godzilla Store US, clappers for them. Put more on the shop, please. I will give you my money. That is not a joke. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on into this. Let's go ahead and unwrap Mr. Megalon here, and boom, there we go. Let's go ahead and get to our Jet Jaguar so you guys can have a good view of him. Boom, there we go, right? So let's start off with Megalon. That seems to be the one I just keep going towards first. So we do have a very nice metallic paint application across the entire figure. It's not so much as a brown, it's more of a silver. It's not like silver because obviously, right, like that's more of like on the hands here, but it's like a darker variation of silver that you'd expect. And you can see this across the entire body of the figure besides some of the etchings of the back and the front, the eyes and whatnot. And obviously the hands and then the little antennas here and then the mouth as well and the horn. So very cool articulation. I mean, next to none. It's a Bandai figure. You can force it to go 360 if you really wanted it to, and then you can kind of go up with it like that, or do a full 360 as well. So, right, very cool. Going to the tag here, we have the Megalon tag, and then I'm pretty sure in Japanese it's just going to tell you, oh, it's just like Megalon from Godzilla versus Megalon, and yeah, so very cool. They're very cool nonetheless. But yeah, I mean. Then you got your center here. And so I'm very happy that they decided to keep the tags on them. Just because, you know, that can go a long way for some collectors. Personally, tag or no tag, I'm still on it. But I guess if I had to have a preference, having the tag on it, it's still pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for that figure on a whole. I'll kind of go back between them, back and forth. So here's Jet here in a very kind of like retro-y. This is definitely like the retro schematics that you can kind of see. You have a lot of these like vibrant colors on him, which looks great, right? You have some lines on there, just pink, orange, and like a teal blue. And I do have the other limited Jet to show you guys. So look at that. You kind of got two different hand motions there. And yeah, that's pretty much all it for articulation. And then if you want to try, oh, look, there you go. You can do the waist as well if you so wanted to. But yeah, nothing too crazy, nothing to expect. Here's the tag as well. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of Godzilla vs. Megalon. We did get these two figurines, which is awesome if you're a fan of the film. Definitely advise picking them up, especially on the United States Godzilla store where they are very cheap. And you can get 15% off your first order. No way am I sponsored, but please, Godzilla store United States, sponsor me. I would die for it. So anyways, they're pretty good. I mean, they're pretty much in scale with one another. I would say the Megalon horn kind of gives them the height advantage towards Jets, maybe just a little tad, but they're about the same. So they look great together. The light's not really doing it justice, especially on the Megalon with the shininess that you can kind of just see off the top. So like if I move it here, you can kind of see a little bit more. So that's awesome. And then Jet, it looks really, really good, right? Like I was saying, it has a lot of that like 70s colorations that really pop out with one another. So I really do like this one. I think this one just looks amazing. You can tell this one's like really like, I guess if I had to say, you can tell this one's more of like an exclusive to my perception, right? You don't have to agree with me compared to this one. It does have the nice metallic paint job, and trust me, it does look better in person. The camera's not doing it justice, but you see this one and you're like, wow, colors, right? And compared to this one, it's like silver and orange. Not to say it's bad by any means, just the perceptive outlook towards this figure compared to that one. So let's go ahead and do a size comparison for the two as we wrap up this review. And yeah, I mean, they're, like I said, they're pretty much 1-to-1 with one another. Megalon's going to be just a little bit more bulkier than Jet, just because that's just the way the suit was. And then let's go ahead and start getting towards our comparisons. So with that, let's go ahead and start with Jet first. We'll put Megalon to the side here. We'll put him right there. So this is the other limited movie monster series Jet Jaguar they made back in 2021. The Flying Jet Jaguar. I mean, it's nothing really too crazy from the Bandai, the regular Bandai. But the idea was just to put his hands up in the air, just make sure that he's like floating. So yep, I mean, I'd say relatively it's going to be the same mold besides the arm pieces. Actually, no, technically the leg piece too. So, I mean, is it entirely a whole new mold? I guess in theory you could say yes, because the stance is different and the hands are different. But the idea of the base body mold is the same, so it's nothing too crazy. But, I mean, just kind of look at the color differentiation there. You kind of got a lot more of the, like I keep saying, vibrant colors compared to the original Jet suit, kind of giving that retro feel to it. So that's awesome. Thank you, Mr. Flying Jet Jaguar. Next up, we will do Megalon here. Megalon coming up. This is the base Bandai Movie Monster Series, and as you can tell, you can see, now you can kind of see the differentiation of the colors between the two, especially with the retro color version. A lot more shiny and a lot, like, it's like this is more vibrant than this, but this is more vibrant than that, right? Obviously, so it's your pick, right? What do you want, really? Do you want the more suit, like, movie accurate? I mean, it's kind of a stretch for this one, but movie accurate to what degree of Megalon, or do you want the fun exclusive one? So, I mean, it's up to you, right? Your pick, really. So, there's that. And we're going to go ahead and end it off by bringing out the retro color Gigan, because, yes, we've kind of got a little mini line here with the retro color Showa monsters. So we have Jet, we have Gigan, and how could I forget Mr. Hedorah, which is right over here. This was the first retro color version of Hedorah. So as you can see, we're starting to get a little bit of like a Showa retro vibrancy colors. I mean, technically, I guess I could add this because this was also something, I think they were going for kind of like the same thing with that. But yeah, I mean, as you see, we've kind of got a lineup here. A little bit of, just a tiny bit of dust on Gigan. We're going to get off of him there. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, we've kind of got a lineup of them. And if you really wanted to take a step further, we do have the Terror of Mechagodzilla, right? This is, yes, we have Terror of Mechagodzilla over here, which came out a couple years ago, honestly, 2020, yeah. I'm not sure if they defined it as retro or just teal, but I mean, you know, there is actually like a trend of these kind of like really vibrant colors of the Showa monsters. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's cool. It's a cool lineup nonetheless. I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anyone here. I don't believe I am. No, I don't believe I am. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot of these really pop colors. I mean, realistically, we're technically missing a Titanosaurus version of this kind. I know we are getting a limited Titanosaurus, so that's very cool. And then, so, I mean, just some of the other monsters. If you want to actually put Godzilla, right, we do have the 75 Godzilla and I think the 73 Godzilla. That just the suit mold. It's nothing too crazy. It's just the suit mold. It just has a limited title under there. But some of the other Showa monsters, you know, some of the from the ones from the earlier films, they haven't gotten their run of this like retro coloration, simply because I think they're just kind of doing this for the 50th. Besides maybe this blue teal Mechagodzilla. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we've got quite an arrangement of these retro colored monsters going on. So very cool. We'll have to see what's coming up next. Godzilla Store Presents did happen yesterday as of this recording, which is September 23rd, I believe. And the only one that got revealed was a landing form Hedorah. So more Hedorah is on the way, guys. I know we all really wanted that, but that sounds bad. It sounds like I'm dogging on it. I'm not. It's just kind of a joke. It's kind of like Shin Godzilla's in Bandai's, right? We've gotten a ton of Shins in the past. Now we're getting a ton of Hedorahs. But anyways, let me know what you would like to see in this retro coloration of monsters, just in general. I mean, Showa, I mean, you can kind of lose the tag saying retro if you get towards like the Millennium. But I mean, who's to say, right? Do you like these vibrant figures more than the kind of just standard ones, or do you like the translucent ones the best? Or it's up to you. Let me know in the comments. I'm very interested. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. And I don't know when the next video, I don't know what the next new video is going to be, new figure. But we'll get there when we get there, right, guys? So, alas, I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. So, let me know what you guys think of these two right here. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.